Hey, so this is week 3 of my training journal. Um, Training went really well this week, and I only have a little bit of footage of me throwing shot put from this week. But again, like as I did start to train a little more, hoping to get more footage. So for shot put this week, I actually had a really good session. I put on the throwing shoes and I took some full spin throws with the 12 pound for the first time in ages. And it went really, really good. It felt like, it felt like it was just yesterday that I was doing full throws. And my stand throws at the 12 were probably going around 40 feet, and then my fulls were probably going like 45, 46. It felt great. And I told myself that I wasn't going to pick up the 16 pound until I throw the 12 over 50 feet. Just as a sign of like fitness in the shot put, if you will. So I probably got a few more weeks, maybe more than that, maybe a couple months before I'm picking up to 16. But there's really no urgency since the season is really looking like it's going to be 2022 when there's like actually a season that I have to worry about. But I'm really happy with that throw. Wide right sweep leg comes into the middle. Right foot keeps turning pretty well. Big left arm block and long push. I like that sweep, and I like at the end here that this push stays. My hand stays on it for a long time. It's pretty good. I'm really happy with how that is. As far as training goes, um, as far as I've talked about in previous weeks that my intention is to just do sprint training, like basically just anything else that any other field event work I do is just sort of supplemental, and that everything is about sprint training. So this was the first week that I was able to do what was programmed at the appropriate minimum volumes for each of the things on my to do list. So hills went great, felt fast. I really feel like I can push myself on hills without worrying about hurting myself. I don't know if it's like because it's on an incline and I'm running slower and it's harder to overreach or tweak something, but it feels great. Um, Tuesday I did shot put with a couple of the high school pentathlete kids. I went great. Tempo was awesome. I did 120 yards on turf, 10 reps, um, 1 minute sort of slow walk recovery between them. Uh, it's just starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Wednesday, I just did some body weight strength work. I didn't go overboard. Speed endurance day on Thursday. I did 8 by 60 yards. I'm the one thing that I didn't do as prescribed is it calls for sprints on track, but I'm still ramping that part of it up. But I did do the full 8 reps that I had programmed. Slow walk back recovery felt great. Felt good to move fast, or at least fast for me. On Friday, I did javelin work with the team. We have our high school kids have a meet coming up where javelin's a scoring event, so we kind of just are doing a cram course on javelin. They're all picking it up really well. My lift went well. The heaviest I've benched in a while, 5 by 5 times 175 pounds in bench. That was kind of the focus of it. Everything else was kind of lighter accessory stuff. Some rows, a little bit of leg work, but keeping legs in the weight room to a minimum while my running volume ramps up. So once my running volume stabilizes, I'll start adding in the lifting volume on the legs. I didn't want to raise both of them at the same time. Saturday morning, I did the same tempo workout as Tuesday, and it went fantastically. Again, felt great. And right now, if you look at my programming of hill, hypertrophy, tempo, speed, endurance, hypertrophy, tempo, off, the tempo days, I'm doing like the absolute minimum volume, intensity, everything right now. And I'll need to either start increasing the intensity or the volume or the length of each individual rep. But we're working our way up, and I'm really happy with how things are going. Pretty happy with that. As far as weight loss goes, I hit a low of 200.4 pounds, down from my original 212 when I started training. Back up a little bit the last couple days. I had like family barbecue, kind of the stuff that's going to cause my weight to fluctuate up temporarily. But I don't think it's really even like a roadblock at all in these cases. I took steps to not overdo it too much, and I expect to be down, past my current low of 200.4, by later on this week. So I'm happy with that. Um, so training went well. Throwing went well, which feels good to be back in that circle throwing. And yeah, I'm happy. I've been reading the articles on the combined events training, the training Facebook group, and it's really great to see other people training. It's been going well, and thanks anybody who's watching my videos. I appreciate any support or thoughts or criticisms. It's This is something that, like, I think everyone knows that, like, once you're not on a team, things get different. You're on a high school team, you're on a college team, you're on a club team, whatever that might be. Things feel stabilized. You have like that practice that you go to with the other group of people who have similar thoughts and similar drive and goals. And then when you are suddenly become like an individual, things get a lot harder. So I just want to thank everybody out on the training group for just posting your training. You know, Even if you don't watch this stuff, it's great motivation day in, day out. Everyone have a great week of training, and I'll post again next Sunday.